We're talking solar with Mark Swift at Coronado Solar this afternoon. Hey, Mark, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, OJ?
I'm super good. Look at all that great sunshine. And just so the listeners know, Mark came by the house this morning, actually my dad's place, and we had the nicest visit. Learned a lot of stuff about solar. And Mark, I got to tell you, you can just tell you're one of those guys. You're so much more concerned about customer service and making sure the customer is happy and has what they need, as opposed to just making a sale. And hey, the customer is what it's all about, right?
Well, thank you for the compliment. That is a huge compliment, and I'm glad you recognize that because that's how I feel, and that's how we built our business. We really do focus on making sure people are taken care of and that we meet their needs instead of being so worried about what we want.
Sure. And one thing, too, that we touched on this morning, it was interesting, is tell us about like deed restrictions and zoning restrictions and things like that. Can that be an issue for a solar installation depending on where you might live?
Well, I hear that from customers all the time. We get to the part of the process where they're really starting to imagine those solar panels on their roof, and then they say, but I don't know if my HOA is going to let me do this.
Uh-huh.
Well, the good news is the state of Florida has kind of made that decision for us in a Florida statute. Here it gets technical.
Uh-huh.
Title 11, Section 16304. It says that a deed restriction, a covenant, or a declaration, or a similar binding agreement may not prohibit or have the effect of prohibiting solar collectors and other things that are based on renewable energy sources.
Okay.
And what that boils down to is they do have a right to receive an application, receive notice that you're installing solar, but they don't have the ability to say no. So we just work with them to make sure their needs are met, and then yours are too.
Right. You make sure everybody's happy. That's a whole great thing about Coronado Solar. All right. Well done as always, Mark. Remind the folks how to get in touch with you and about your website, too.
Well, I'd love to hear from you at 863-399-9066, and you can always find us at the website, which is coronadosolar.net. Go ahead and request a quote there if you will, or you can find us on Facebook at Coronado Custom Homes.
All right. Well done. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Mark.
Thanks, OJ.
You betcha. Coronado Solar. Give Mark a call, 399-9066.